that again. A waterfall is a water system that is part of a river, and this is found in the upper course. So, in certain river valleys, you have a river that is coming down the mountain, but when you have a point where there is something like a cliff, the water has to go down. And the point where the river now goes down is what we call a waterfall. Sometimes the waterfall, that is the end of the river because then there is nowhere else for the water to go. And at other points you have a waterfall and it leads, because the river continues, and you might have another waterfall and the river continues. Alright? So, I have one short video to show you guys about how waterfalls are formed. So I'm going to be playing this video for you guys, and then if you don't hear the audio, please let me know.
A waterfall is a part of a river or stream where the water flows over the edge of a vertical or steep cliff. Waterfalls most often form in the upper sections of a river. If the river flows over different bands of rocks, the softer rocks are eroded more quickly, producing a step in the riverbed which grows larger over time, creating a waterfall. The plunge pool at the base of the waterfall is continuously deepened by the power of the water. Softer rocks are continuously eroded by splashback, as well as whirlpools created by the cascading, sediment-bearing water. As the amount of undercutting in the cliff increases, the harder rock remains unsupported and collapses. As this process is repeated over time, the waterfall retreats upstream and continues to grow taller.
Okay guys, so that was just a video showing how waterfalls are formed. Now, I don't think I have... Sorry about that. Your assignment for this week is posted in Google Classroom, and I asked you guys to research basically on two different waterfalls. One of them is found in Belize and the other one is found in Panama. I am already giving you part of the answers to your assignment. Your assignment is to fill out the table that is in Google Classroom. Let me see if I can open that. Okay, so this is your assignment. You will type your answers in the document. I have created a copy for each one of you. So once you find your responses, then you go ahead and you can type your answers in the spaces that I have provided. The last waterfall is the one that is found in Panama. This one refers to three different waterfalls. You can choose any of those three. Whichever three you find information about, that works. So that one is a little bit more open to different responses. Big Rock Falls is the one that is here in Belize. So your information should talk about this waterfall that is found in Belize. You can go ahead and view the PowerPoint because I do have, okay, I do have a video that talks about Big Rock Falls. It does mention where it is located, how tall it is. The last waterfalls, I do have pictures of those three, so you would have to do more research on the last waterfalls. If you do not find the last waterfalls as that name, then you find it in Spanish. It should be Los Tres Casqueros. I think that's how you say the word, but that is how they refer to it in Panama. Alright, but it should be the last waterfalls Panama, and then that information should pop up for you guys. So this is what you guys will be doing for this one. It does ask you guys for other names. For example, what river or river system is this a part of? If it is a part of a river valley, you put a river valley. If it has rapids, then you put rapids there. So all I want to see here is either river valley or rapids, because that is what we talked about today. If it does not have river valleys, or if it does not have rapids, then you put none as your answer. All right. What other interesting facts did you find out? At least one. So if you found out that the last waterfalls is part of a hiking trip, and that was something that was interesting to you, then you write that there. And the last question is something that you will answer for both waterfalls together. Describe how you think these waterfalls would have looked like before sin came into the world. So remember we had said that in the beginning, last week beginning, I had mentioned that creation has been tainted by sin, and that's why it looks the way it looks like. So how do you think a waterfall would have looked like before sin came into the world? And you could draw a picture, you could take a picture, you could whatever, or you could just write a sentence describing. It all depends on what you want to do for that question. And that is the first assignment for this week. On Thursday, I will be talking about reefs, the coral reefs and barrier reefs, and then I will be talking about the second assignment, and I will be giving you guys details on that second one. If you would like to go ahead and start working on it, then you can go ahead and start working on the second assignment. If not, you can wait for Thursday for us to discuss it, because I will be answering some of those questions during the class on Thursday. Anybody has any questions? Okay. Okay, guys. So then that will be it for today. I didn't, before you guys leave, I did not get everybody's assignment on Google Classroom. So if you know that you are one of the delinquents that has not sent your assignment, please send your assignment, because if it's not sent by this week, I will have to call your parent. All right? So please be responsible. The survey, I am closing the survey today. If you answer this survey, you have to go back to Google Classroom and turn it in, or else it will still mark it as missing. Alright, so make sure that those two things are done. You have to submit the Google form, and you have to go to Google Classroom and turn it in, so that Google Classroom recognizes that you have turned it in already. Right? So that will be it for this week. I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great rest of the day, guys. Enjoy yourselves and take care.